you say treat? Yeah, he goes, here, follow me to the room. And
okay, I didn't say that. I was like, Natasha, come on.
Well,
he's out there and he's like, there's some puppies in here. And
well, we
like,
know you have Parkinson's, and we thought we would have.
I was like, grab that lantern, let's go. Come down into the dungeon.
Come down into the dungeon.
It's the base studio, man.
Right.
Do I sit in the middle? Do I sit on the outside? Okay. Are you pooping with the door open?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Could be. No.
Just.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have been a weird sounding
Say
poop.
less.
Yeah.
I think your mic is the blue one. And if you want headphones, you can.
I'm very particular about my microphone cover.
I feel like as long as it's not orange.
It's mine.
Oh.
Just slowly lick it.
Yeah, prove it. Make it yours.
Sorry, now that we're all uncomfortable.
I don't think you understand. I don't get uncomfortable by much.
All right, cool.
It's like far.
I get uncomfortable by everything.
I'm in a. I was gonna say I know how to make you uncomfortable, and then we just don't talk for like 20
Yeah, that would
minutes.
freak me out.
Make direct
Usually
eye
silence.
contact the entire time.
I don't like that. I'm sweating already.
Just silent and look at you, and every time you try to talk, we're just shh.
I've had a lot of issues with like talking.
Yeah,
I never would
It's
have
like my
guessed.
biggest insecurity.
Natasha Dash.
So you start a podcast and you like are really insecure about talking?
Yeah.
Everybody likes a come up story. We're gonna see it get better and
Yeah,
better.
exactly.
It's been around 80 something episodes. We should be seeing it pretty soon. We should. See an
Progress
arch.
is on its way.
He's getting his 10,000 hours in.
I think we're at 8,000. We're getting there.
Yeah. I've been trying to think of a game to play with your name, like Smash or Dash, or Dash or Pash or
Pash.
or something.
Dash
And, but I feel like no matter how I say it, it's. I mean,
thinking of
Smash or Dash works.
I was
but
thinking of the fast kid from The Incredibles.
Yeah, that's exactly. So that's where actually Dash came from. Dash is actually a nickname of mine. It's not even my legal last name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
You
guys
played me?
Yeah,
You're
and
a stage name
and you
gal.
guys trusted me here. Like you don't even know my last name.
And now you,
You know
have
it
our
starts
address.
with a B. Hold on, I saw it.
Borat.
Borat. It is Borat. It's actually Boris.
Natasha.
It's actually Boris.
Boris.
My family is huge Rocky and Bullwinkle fans, so just Natasha and Boris.
Samson's also
that
named
too-
after a band.
That's not a band, it's a TV show.
Just roll with it.
Okay.
Just don't correct Max. That's the rule of the podcast.
Oh, that's the rule? Okay.
That's our only rule.
It was just, then named after him.
It's okay.
All right, fine. I didn't know that it wasn't a band. You got me. All right, are you pumped?
No, but I am.
Cool. You started with an upper hand. Congrats. Now I have to work for it. Okay. This is Natasha. She's a comedian. And here she is. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like these fruity ales?
Yeah, surprisingly, when you said that it was like a fruity IPA, I thought it was going to be a lot hoppier than what it is.
Yeah,
but it's not.
It's not an IPA.
Yeah.
It's a Hefeweizen.
Well, my bad. Also, again,
That's
I wasn't
two
even.
upper hands.
You guys are really doing a good job in this game. Yeah.
I took my prescription today, dog. I'm on it. I can read super well right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Name 5 words.
You are an idiot, dumbass.
Natasha, like, what up? How? What?
These are terrible questions.
What the,
Natasha, what up?
The ceiling.
why are you?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm fired up today.
I feel like I'm in between a lover's quarrel right now.
That's
Kind of are.
I'm just like, somebody didn't do the fucking dishes last night, and somebody is pissed.
We both kill it with doing dishes.
we're both the
Do you guys
best
do
at
it
dishes.
together?
We should
Like
start
one
doing
dries
dishes together.
and
That
one
would be
just
really
wipes?
cute, actually. If
That
we
would
like,
be so
We wear
awesome.
like just aprons.
Like, that's your family greeting
Dude.
card next year.
you know how they make those aprons that are like the like hot dude body or the hot girl body like printed on them or whatever, like the bikini aprons or whatever.
Oh,
With,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
cartoons
like-
on the front.
Yeah, they also do like dad bod ones and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
We should just make ones of each other's bodies
And swap. Could you guys imagine bringing somebody home and then like being like, be right back, and you like kick down the door and you're wearing the other person's apron?
Speaking of swap, we were talking about we put up our video of us singing, and we were talking about we should do a Pitch Perfect remake, and you guys have to fight to see who'd be Fat Amy.
Oh, I'd be Fat Amy 100%.
You can have it.
What the fuck? I thought for sure you'd put up more of a fight.
Who do you want?
I thought if we were like, what
Zac
role would you
Efron in
want?
that movie?
No,
Oh.
that's High School Musical.
Oh, well, I just thought he was in all the cool singing movies.
You could be Bumper.
Yeah, you'd be a good bumper.
Adam Devine's.
Oh, yeah.
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 I just wanted to be
A poor man Zac Efron.
The Wish
yeah, that's
version.
fair. Honestly, he's like the you version. You and Zach had a baby.
It's bullshit, dude. I'm the me version of Zac Efron.
So, like, Natasha, what up? You sang in a band?
Yeah, I did actually. So I told you earlier I'm from Sun Valley. Did you forget to close your mouth when you went to take a drink?
3 upper hands.
Look, there's the red. There's the red.
Yeah,
he's blushing.
Oh my god, he did it. Tasha's from Sun Valley.
Yeah, from Sun Valley. And I was in a band. It was interesting. My doctor was the drummer, so that was awkward.
Huh.
Yeah, so it was actually really interesting how I joined the
I
band.
think I know why you drum so fast.
That's the Parkinson's, but thank you.
Yeah, that was.
But no, I was waitressing at this restaurant in small town Haley, Idaho, and I would do occasional like open mics that we had there, not comedy wise,
Sing.
obviously, but sing. Yeah,
Mm.
sing. So met this old man, which like in retrospect, if I was like in a bigger city, it would have been like really creepy.
Weird.
Yeah, like he was like, "Hey, you should join the band," like. And I was like, all right, like, text
Come
me
to
your
the dungeon.
address. Like, yeah.
Do a
like,
podcast in my basement.
No, but that's just nice old man from small town
yeah,
stuff.
from small town, yeah. And what happened was, like, the day that his band was coming to play, I hadn't met any of his bandmates yet. I was having a meltdown. Like, I just decided to just dabble in not taking my depressants. There was a horrible experiment.
Like a weird, like microdose, but
Like-
the opposite.
You're like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like-
microdose my
like-
natural brain chemistry today.
I was like, you know what? Like, I've been feeling too happy lately. I
For
think
sure.
I'd like to feel
I
sad
need to
right
check
now.
myself.
Like, yeah, like, this shit's not real. Like,
No, I feel that.
So I went to my doctor's office and I had a meltdown, and I was like, he had me like do the little scorecard that you do, and like if anybody like has mental health stuff, they have you like do a fucking questionnaire, and they
1 to
count
8.
yeah 1 to 8, and like the worst part is every time you still purposely go lower than you
always.
feel, because
Always.
you're like, is this the time where they're gonna
like really put me in the straight
they're gonna put me in a fucking hold, and then I'm at my own work. Like that would just be awkward for everybody involved. But yeah, so I was there and I was having a meltdown to him, and he's like, okay, yeah, you need to take these meds, and sent me on my way. And I was like, okay, cool.
Rock on.
And instead of going and picking up my meds, I went to my work and was like, I'm just gonna pregame before work, and then I'm gonna bartend and serve, and it'll be fine.
Without meds.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so that night, the old man Kenny, he comes in, and he looks at me, and he comes up and he goes, hey, like, do you know the words to Valerie by Amy Winehouse? And I was like, yeah, like I know them. And he goes, okay, cool. Go in the back and listen to the song a few times. You're gonna sing the song with my band in about 5 minutes. And like it's a packed bar. Like,
Oh,
so
that's
I'm
Funny
like
enough to
sitting
listen
here.
to it like 1.5
Oh
times.
my god, I know, yeah. And so I was sitting here and I was like nervous as fuck.
Fuck.
So I go into the kitchen and I'm like playing this song on repeat over and over and over again, like just the intro, because that was like what I struggled with the most, was finding it. And they slowed the song down, so it didn't even matter that I needed to know the fucking speed. But yeah, so then I walk out of the kitchen right as they call me up on stage, and who is sitting at the drums? The doctor who I lost my shit to earlier that day. Yeah, and that's the story of how I joined a band with my doctor, because
sick.
then I sang on stage, and they were like, all right, like we want you to like come with us and like do more songs with us. And I was like, okay, cool. And so then I started going to his house, and then he broke up with me.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause he couldn't be his doctor anymore.
Yeah, he couldn't
Yeah.
be my doctor anymore. So he
Conflict
like
of
broke up
interest.
with me. But he also did it at a really interesting time.
That's a good doctor,
Like,
though.
Yeah, but like
Even better drummer.
yeah, like
He's like, nah, I don't want to be your doctor. I just want to rock with you.
yeah, like he chose the music relationship
Yeah.
over what I could provide with
I can
my
still
mental
prescribe you
insanity.
stuff, babe.
Yeah. It's just Haley, Idaho. They won't fucking know, man.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, and so then I did music for about like I want to say 2 years. Ended up being in 3 bands. Yeah, I was in 3 bands in Sun Valley, and we'd go up to like Stanley and
Nice.
Redfish and stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun, and I loved it. COVID hit. Half the band moved to different states, and I was like, I just got laid off. I was working at a school, so I was like, I'm just gonna move to Boise.
Yeah.
And I moved to Boise, started over completely, and I started working at an inpatient psychiatric hospital. So I'm glad to see they let you out.
Yeah, thank you.
Just
Yeah.
kidding, HIPAA. Woo!
They didn't let me out.
I don't get it.
We're really in room 16. But yeah, so basically, a coworker and I were coming and watching a lot of open mics, and that was like our secret thing that we were doing. We were like, we're not going to tell anybody that like we're into comedy,
Yeah.
like, that we like comedy and stuff, and because we both talked about wanting to eventually like get the
Like,
balls
try
to
it.
get on
Yeah.
stage, and needless to say, what happened at the comedy shows did not stay at the comedy shows, because he decided he was going to sign me up one night
Yeah.
without me knowing.
Oh.
And then he told all our coworkers about it too.
Oh, shit.
So I go to the open mic and I see all of my coworkers, and then I get called on stage. And this was at Lounge at the End of the Universe.
No.
And so I got up and did 5 minutes.
Oh, my God.
How does that go?
I cried.
On stage?
No, just
Oh.
internally. Like,
For sure.
yeah, like I'm doing that now, but you
Yeah.
just can't tell. Like,
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
You're really sneaky internal crier.
I cry about everything though. Like I'm a happy crier.
What's going on in there?
But last night I started sobbing because I hit a goose with my car.
Oh, that's
like I literally got out of my car and I was like, like sobbing. And
That's sad.
I had to check this morning to see if there were feathers still in my car from when I hit it. And I was super scared there was going to be because I knew I'd start crying again.
Like, does it feel a little better knowing that like all geese are like huge cunts, and you probably did a good thing?
No, because geese. Did you guys ever see the movie Fly Away Home?
Yes.
Like, so
I don't think so.
It's a
the
story.
paraglide. It's that one, right?
Where she like builds a thing so she can fly with the geese. This girl saves a bunch of geese eggs from being demolished when they're building a new housing unit. And she saves them and she raises them as her
own little goslings.
Like, and they like just like followed her around. And so as a kid, I was obsessed with that movie. So I'd get the eggs out of the refrigerator.
And you try to hatch them?
And I'd put them in my drawers.
Would they rot? Where would they rot? Oh, and smell that.
And my mom would get so mad at me. And I like couldn't understand. Like, and I told her, I was like, what if you cook eggs one morning and there's a baby chicken that just plops out? Like,
then I'll let you know.
Like I
They're
had
not
to,
fertilized.
that's it. Well, and that's when I was like, what does that mean?
I need to come on these eggs. For science.
And that's actually what started the birds versus the bees talk for me.
Damn.
I kept all these eggs in my drawers.
That sounds foul.
Yeah. Good job.
Oh my god. That's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, okay, so back to the moral of that story. He signed me up for open mic. So I did it, and then...
Wait, so are geese cunts or not?
No, I'm a softie. Like, the only people I will call cunts are, like, actual cunts. Like, that's my favorite thing
The
to call
only
a
reason
woman.
the flyaway home geese are cool is because they were raised by people. Every other goose is raised by a goose. That's why huge cunts. You were saying. I'm sorry.
Maybe they
I'm sorry
just
to
like
interrupt.
target. Maybe they just know how you feel about them internally, and they
Maybe.
can sense it, like how dogs do, like about people. So maybe they like chase you because they're like, this guy would kick us if he
Like,
could.
We're on the same wavelength, but like not in a good way.
Yeah, like not in a good way. Like they see it and they're like, yo, this dude's got beef. Like,
Yeah, it's like Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd.
yeah, or like Coyote Wiley and the Roadrunner.
But at the end of the day, there is still like a respect between the two.
Yeah, like so. Have you ever been bitten?
It's like an unspoken respect.
Yeah, like, I hate you, but I get why you do what you do.
Yeah, like, have you ever had geese? Like eaten geese?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
I didn't have, but I've eaten.
Maybe they just know that like you've eaten one of their
shit.
own. Like they can
I
fucking sense
bet
it.
geese have eaten a fair amount of people.
Do you really think a goose
With the amount of kids geese bite, I think they get a good enough amount of people in them to know what flesh tastes like.
maybe that's why
I
they
don't
have
think
an
that's that
issue and they keep
far-fetched.
chasing is they've had a taste for flesh and now
Oh,
that they've
yeah,
had
you're
that
just-
taste they can't satisfy that urge. They have to have more. That's why. Like,
Maybe.
That's
forget
it.
the zombie apocalypse.
That's
It's
it.
a
It's the
goose apocalypse.
Anyways,
The
but I
goose
interrupted
apocalypse.
you.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm glad we clarified on if I thought if
get
geese
that out of
were
my
cunts
head.
or not.
I just,
No.
I think they are, and we just might have to be like a hate, but like same wavelength. But I just can't. I'm sorry.
You just can't. Like that's
I
fine.
respect why you do, but I
I'd
gotta
never
do my thing.
I'd never ask you to like raise a goose army with me or anything like that. So I don't feel like it's
I
like
would
that
be
sad.
the last
situation in
person to
life.
honestly, I'd probably have some good ideas, but
Wait, so now you want to be a part of the geese family
Here's
when
the
it comes
thing.
with an army behind
I want
you?
cunts in the army, dude.
Like-
I don't want some nice,
Yeah, if you want a
Joe
successful
Schmo,
army.
I want a bunch of cunts in there. I want people that are not afraid to be cunty at insert name there.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So, second mic that I did was the next day. Shut
When
the fuck
was
up.
this?
This was I think it was 2 years ago, a year and a half. Yeah.
Okay.
Year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Okay.
So I went to a Thursday mic, and I was messaging Haley, and I told her I was going to get there. And at this point, you didn't have to sign up online, like so you could sign up in person. And I showed up to the Mad Suite on Cole instead of the Mad Suite downtown. And it was like 7:30, and I'm like standing around, and like,
there's nobody there.
Like, no, they were doing trivia.
Oh.
And so I like sat here and I was thinking to myself, maybe trivia is just running late. Like, whoa, geese and trivia. I feel like I'm just poking the bear.
You just
Like-
we just happened to be going over all of my like. I have a personal connection with these things. I've been getting by geese, and I've been fucked by trivia. It might be the other way around.
You know
But
what?
either
And
way.
like the fun thing is I work in mental health, so it sounds like you may need to talk about it. Do you need?
That's
do
what
you
we're doing
need
right
to-
now.
Okay. like-
For internet cool points.
I'm here to help you work through.
So Natasha, what up? Anyway, so you signed up for the open mic.
So you just like show up to Cole Road.
I show up to Cole Road and I'm just sitting at the bar because I'm way too like. So on stage,
You're new,
I
and,
come
like-
off like so on stage I come off like really like fucking confident and stuff like that. But I'm like the person that I'm a clipboard in the streets wet dream. Like I will look down
It's
at
a
the ground.
clipboard?
Yeah, like and you can like say, "Hey, ma'am, do you have time?" And I'd completely stop and give you my undivided attention until I felt like you had said everything you
So you're a
needed to say.
pushover.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, absolutely. So I like waited for 20 minutes and I didn't want to message Haley again.
Yeah, 'cause you don't wanna
because I
seem
didn't want to like,
inconvenient
yeah,
or
I didn't want to
annoying.
like inconvenient.
Yeah.
Like she might have been working. Like I just didn't want to be, you know, a pain in the ass.
Totally.
So, and so then the bartender, he asked me, he goes, he's like, you look like you're waiting for something. Are you waiting for something? And I was like, yeah, comedy open mic. And he goes, oh, and like
honey.
looked at his watch and he's like, oh, yeah, you're at the wrong place. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, that's downtown. And I was like, motherfucker.
Like what? There's two
Like,
places.
Yeah. So I was like, well, fuck. All right.
Good for your guys.
Like, yeah, I was like, great for your guys' business, awful for me.
Yeah. Fuck.
So I sat there and I messaged Haley and I was like, hey, like I obviously didn't sign up, like, so not a big deal, but I found out I went to the wrong road, so I will be there in like 5. Because she messaged me back and she was like,
I got you a spot where.
like she like sat there and she was like, I'm here, where are you? I haven't
Yeah.
seen you. And so I was like, oh, fuck, like, yeah, I went to the wrong spot. So I didn't make it to signups.
That was
so
nice of her to
it
reach
was
out,
like,
though.
That was very nice.
Yeah. So I didn't make it to signups, and so I'm sitting down with Haley and Reese because Reese was hosting at the time. And when I had went to the bathroom, Haley decided to ask Reese to squeeze me on the list, and I did not like.
No.
Yeah, like comprehend.
Yeah.
Like that was happening. So I walk out of the bathroom, and the worst part is it's a it was a
good
packed
crowd.
yeah, it was a packed
Fuck.
room, and and fucking all of a sudden they start chanting fresh meat.
No.
Yeah, fresh meat, and then I was called on stage, and like so I will never forget my opening joke, and it was the first time I'd ever been fresh meated, like obviously the last time. It was, I'm going to start having the bartenders at the bar that I frequent with my Tinder dates start chanting that every time I walk in with the new one. and it went well.
That's
and then
really
I
good
just,
bit.
yeah, and then I kept going from there.
Yeah.
And
that's what's
afterwards,
up.
yeah, and afterwards, Nate Ford came up to me and was like, "Hey, my birthday's coming up. I'd like you to have a spot at my birthday."
Fuck yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh, okay, like not a big deal." And he's like, "Yeah, like 10, 15 minutes." And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And yeah, I went and did it, and then I just kind of hit the ground running, like really fast, really quick.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And then got burnt out just as quick. So yeah, and then took like a 9-month break from comedy and was not pregnant. Go me. So that's why. But yeah, so.
But you are a mom.
I am a mom. Yeah. That's just from a different timeline. Actually, it's really funny because Max actually looks a lot like my ex-husband.
Really?
I could like if you go grab my phone, I could show you a picture.
I kind of want
my
to see this. Yeah. Let me grab
ex-husband.
this.
Okay.
I'm like kind of excited. Max has a lot of doppelgangers. We've been discovering some fun ones, like the guy in The guy in Velocipaster. That was a good one.
Yeah,
the kid from Pete
ninja.
and Pete.
I'm like,
Really fun doppelgangers.
Dude, side note, how cool is it that we have open mics here that'll get like packed houses?
It's nice.
it's pretty nice, yeah.
That does not happen in like Boise has. It's not established,
Of course, because
but
we're in a basement, I don't have service.
Oh shit. The password.
I don't have service, and I'm in your guys' basement.
The Wi-Fi password is.
whoopsies.
Fuck. And you guys made the drink, like got the drinks. Like,
Okay, we gave them to you unopened.
I know, and he like it was funny. He like made it a point to unpack it like in front of me and like hand it to me.
I did not
and
make
not
it a
open it.
point.
Oh, you
I-
totally did. I'm just kidding.
Okay, separate part 2 to this
Isn't that
question.
better though than
What
making
up,
a point
Natasha?
of like, That's better than making a point to like drug it in front of you though.
like, no, yeah, like 100%.
Hey, here, let
like,
me open this and
here,
throw
let
in
me-
4
If I
points
wanted
of
to
malt.
drug you, I
I'm
fucking
gonna
could've.
make you. I'm gonna make you have a lot more fun this evening than you were intending.
You
bitch.
like HGB?
Like, here we go. Okay, hold on.
Oh man. I saw all I need to see.
Yeah.
He doesn't Max look just like him?
Not
Like,
just,
but
but
very
there's similarities.
Yeah.
What
Like-
is like red hair and
It is red
that's
hair,
like the same.
red eyebrows.
No, it's the blonde.
It's the bone
blonde
structure.
Eyebrows,
It's the blonde eyebrows
yeah.
and like the brow structure, I think.
So not even just the hair color. It's like your guys' brow structure, your facial structure, and
Well,
Noses and jaws are different.
yeah, noses and jaws are different.
You have a better hairline.
But how old
You
are
have
you?
a way better hairline.
Yeah, but how
Way
old are
better
you?
hairline.
26.
Yeah, he's 31, so like that could be your hairline in a few years. You know.
Oh, God.
Oh, I didn't expect you to go like negative on like that.
No, but
I
yeah.
bet I can do. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm better than this.
Does that mean
Are you
redheads
on
is your
good
type?
terms, or can I say jizz rag?
We're actually on like a really good terms.
Well,
like,
then I'll cut that
Nice.
part out.
Okay, yeah, like we're actually on really good terms, and his
Max,
wife
when you edit this later.
is the best.
That's cool.
Like, if I could have had a kid with her instead of him, like I would have hands down. Like, if there was a way, like, yeah, she's.
Well, that's good.
amazing.
That's good to have a good relationship with your co-parent.
Yeah, no, it makes things a lot easier, and like it's nice. And don't get me wrong, there's still moments where we get under each other's skins.
Totally.
But I mean, that's just like regular any type of relationship, and we communicate it really well. Of like, hey, this happened and it bothered me. This is how we fix it.
Totally.
And it's nice. So, yeah, we work out way better as co-parents than like anything else. So.
Let's do a little bit of a rewind. When was rewind? So how long ago was it that you were in that band? Right before COVID, you said was when you got out?
It was right before COVID.
Okay.
So.
Have you always been like like performing or like doing like some kind of singing or since growing up? Or?
so
Yeah, can we get a little Winehouse? Please. No.
It's actually really funny because Jared had me on his podcast and he tried to do the same thing, and like part of me is tempted to actually like sing for your guys' podcast instead.
We'll
You
sing
don't even have
with
to
you.
be really. You don't have to do it really well. Just
like
pretty
just like
good.
do it like
Say,
so then
no,
like
no.
I feel like I'm about to show you guys like my secret tale or something. Like I feel really like
Come on,
exposed.
please.
I was gonna say something about my tail, but then I realized it might be a double entendre, and I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Natasha, can we get some vibrato out of you?
Okay,
Maybe.
you can, but I'll make you a deal. So
Okay.
it will end with. We'll end it with. So that way,
I like
if
that.
it's like awful, then I can leave and fucking like never have to see you guys
But
again.
also, you're making it so I have to remember that we have to end with that.
We
So
end
it's
on
like
a high note a lot.
You're right.
I'll just do it like randomly, like in mid sentence, like you'll just like be talking and I'll just like lower your hand and I'll just take over, and that's what I'll
Only if you promise to do that.
do. Okay, promise. Okay.
Oh.
So, what up, Natasha?
comedy, you know, comedy.
No, so like, have you always had like an affinity to the stage or like to performing, or like what kind of got you into that?
So I was my freshman year of high school. I was in this musical, Little Shop of Horrors. I was. We were talking about it earlier. I was one of the 3 street urchins.
Oh, nice.
So essentially, if nobody's seen it, that's
on the 21st week.
The narrators essentially of the musical is the street urchins. So, so that's what I did, and then.
Shangling, what a crazy thing to be happening. Look out, look out, look out. You're not helping me.
Okay, I'm 30. I did this when I was 16. Like, it's been a while. Like,
Yeah, you did it like what, 2 years ago?
yeah, you got like, I do know like the Seymour.
You know how
part,
you
like,
made
And you
fun-
were a lead.
I was too.
You were an urchin.
First of all, I'm gonna take your side on this, but not take it on another
That's a narrator,
thing.
but-
in the same sort of argument. But like, urchins, they were important.
Yeah,
you need
they're
them.
important.
We were the narrators.
They're the narrators.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen the movies and stuff. I got it. I've seen the shows. I've seen like 5 different fucking versions of Little Shop of Horrors from 5 different community theaters.
And I still keep fucking buying plants. And it's always Venus flytraps that I come home with, and I've never sat here and been like, you'd think I'd like at least be a little bit concerned that it's
No.
an eating plant.
One of these Venus flytraps has started singing.
Why are these greenhouse people just singing songs about a guy getting eaten? But yeah, so no, and then I never got on stage again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Go.
So you sang and like did the Little Shop of Horrors, and then you just were like, all right, I'm just. And then how'd you get into doing like singing open mics? Were you just like, fuck it, I want to sing?
no. So what happened with singing open mics is,
Offense
I
of real chain link.
You like made direct eye contact with me as you did that. You're like talking about chain links
It's
as I'm
from
in your
Little Shop,
basement.
dick face. Fucking yes and with me.
Yes, and
Audrey. Keep going.
but no, yeah, that was my for getting on stage singing. I got really shit-faced at karaoke one night, and I didn't sing karaoke very often and stuff, and I sang and met the
Put your records on.
no
Play your favorite song.
Adele, one and only. So yeah, so saying that completely shit-faced, and then that's when Kenny came up to me and was like, hey, like, I've seen you working at the open mics. Like, if I offer to learn a few songs, he learned a few Jessie Reyes songs, and he was like, if I do that, like, would you want to sing with me when I did it? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then that's how I got into like singing every once in a while.
Okay.
Like at an open mic while I was working.
Nice.
So, and then it also like helped with tips, like too,
Yeah,
like while
definitely.
I was serving. So
I bet. I bet.
So yeah.
Performance history completed.
Yeah, and then years went by, and then I started.
Got back on stage.
Yeah, only for like a complete different thing.
Yeah.
And and then started getting really sick. Kept falling down my stairs.
Fuck.
Fell down my stairs and fractured 2 ribs and punctured a lung. And then got further tests done and stuff, and ended up finding out that I have young onset Parkinson's.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So, and then I took some time off and was not handling it very well. Like, I was not handling like the diagnosis.
That's
well
a tough
at
thing
all.
to handle.
Like,
It's a weird diagnosis.
It's
like,
a weird, like, because they tell you, like, they go, so young onset doesn't always progress as fast as regular Parkinson's does. So you could have a long time before it progresses. And like,
But then they like also like throw in like a little stipulation at the end. But it also could progress way faster and you might
but
die.
the side effects are hallucinations, constipation. Oh, are you peeing yourself? Congratulations, that's Parkinson's.
Fuck.
Say it.
Don't.
Say it.
Did it shake things up, Natasha?
No, no, because I just kind of shook it off.
Oh! Woo!
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah.
Did they try to make you go to rehab or physical therapy?
So actually, yeah, so the funny thing is
Did you research Michael J. Fox?
Oh my god, I did, and like.
Okay, that's my favorite joke that I've ever heard. Is the one you told the other night.
Thank
Holy
you.
fuck, that was. Oh my god, I don't want to say it on here because I don't want to put it out in the internet or anything. But like, I just got to say, like, to your face, that shit was fucking.
You have
funny,
a Michael J.
dude.
Fox joke?
I do.
Yeah,
yeah.
you should tell
You
it
were
to him on-
sitting right there. You were at the mic.
Were you at
Well,
that
I
mic?
know that.
It was
The
literally just
Saturday
2 days
one.
ago. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Well, hold on. I know I saw you. I remember your Hooters bit. I remember.
Do you remember when I asked the audience on the
You were
count of
pretty
three,
drunk from the barbecue.
we're going to yell what Parkinson's is?
Yeah.
And then what was my answer?
I
You
don't
have to edit
remember.
this out.
Okay,
Oh.
well, let me check the time. 35 minutes.
I mean,
All right.
I'm gonna see this part.
Oh yeah, you're gonna watch it.
So I said on the count of three, like, we're going to yell out what Parkinson's is. 1, 2, 3. And then I stated.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
like-
Okay. All right. Fucking
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's the
You
joke
got
he
me.
was talking about. So
That's just my favorite bit.
thank you.
That
Thank you.
I heard in the last couple weeks. It's a fucking good one. It's gold.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah. And it was funny because I came up with it like that morning. Like,
You can only
and
come
it
up
was
with that
like-
if you have
and-
Parkinson's.
Yeah.
you know,
I
like it's one of those.
Well, did you hear about what happened at the Riff?
That's why I asked for the vibrato.
I got yelled at by, I got heckled by a guy that didn't hear me state that I have
Fuck,
Parkinson's.
I think I did overhear
And
you
he
talking
like
about this.
yelled, he goes, and I have it on video.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's the best part is I have the whole thing on video. And the guy yells out, "My grandpa died of Parkinson's." And I like stopped and was like, thank you. Like
Same Z's.
yeah, I was
Validation.
Like I was like, now my therapist has a whole
Do you
lot
want me to,
more
like,
to
say
unpack.
hi or something?
Like, yeah, and the best part is so afterwards he comes up and he goes, "I am so sorry. Like, I did not hear you say like that you had it. Like, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "No, dog, you're good. You're good." And Matt Swede does karaoke on Thursday nights as well. And Thursday, like, they stayed for karaoke, and as they were walking out, I was like, "Hey, and everybody, give a round of applause for that guy. His grandpa just died of Parkinson's."
Jeez.
Oh my
You
god,
watch
that's funny.
Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Also, if you're
No.
fucking bitching about how your grandpa died, dude,
Yeah,
you
like,
need to go through some more trauma because
yeah,
everybody's
If you're
grandpa
an
died.
adult.
Like,
Your grandpa's
like-
90.
Yeah,
He
my
needs
grandpa
to
died
die.
in 7th grade. I got to complain about it in 7th grade.
I can't say anything. Both my grandpas are still alive and kicking.
Well, you
Wow.
are
like,
in
yeah,
for some
and
fucking.
one of my
tough-
like, I'm really close with my grandpas. Like, really close.
I'm really
with my
close with one of my
grandpas,
grandpas,
so-
and I was close with the one who died.
Yeah.
and it's you get about a month.
like, I get my sense of humor
Month isn't
from
fair. That's
According to my
actually-
principal, you get a month, and then after that, you
And
gotta
then
get your shit
You gotta
together.
get your shit together.
A
man.
month of grieving for your grandpa, that's a very
very
good
long
amount of-
time,
That's a
like-
good amount of time.
That's what Miss Busher said
It's like
to
you
a
probably
13-year-old.
need-
So I imagine every year of your
You
life you
probably
get older,
need
you get
less,
like
but a
less
month
days.
is-
So like now you get like 2 weeks. You know.
I feel like I'm.
Oh yeah, like, no, like, hands down. I lived with
A
one
month
of
is,
my
like,
grandparents
borderline
for a long
pushing
time.
I live with my
So I will not, like, if anything happens to my grandparents, like, that I lived with, like, I would need weeks off. Like, I'd be devastated. Like, I definitely get my sense of humor and my personality, like, from my grandparents. Like, that's who I relate to the most is my grandfather. Like, we used to go out for, like, Chinese food and stuff all the time. And there was a waitress that he thought was flirting with her, like, with him, and I thought she was flirting with me. And so for the rest of the night, him and I, like, competed for her attention. And, like, my grandma was just sitting there annoyed, like, just like,
She's like,
I
it's
can't
just
believe
a
you guys are
waitress.
doing this right now. Do you guys really need to be doing this?
and like my grandpa says,
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're like, this is a serious thing we need to know. And my grandpa, like, sits there, and anytime he says like a really good, like funny, like dirty joke, he snorts, and I don't know why. Like, but I love it. Like it. No, he like goes.
That reminds me of the shit that
makes my
Tanya
day.
does.
Yeah. And he has like he has a retainer tooth, and like sometimes he'll like screw with the waitress a little bit and like have all of
flip it
his
out and
teeth,
shit.
and then he'll put it out and put it in his little shirt pocket, and then he'll like smile at her and he'll be like, I can't find my tooth. So yeah, like, so I need like I definitely need a month off for that. Like if that happens,
Respect.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
So there's a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode with Michael J. Fox,
Oh,
and
so-
it's just all about Parkinson.
yeah, and I think that's one thing I'm like really nervous about, like with doing comedy in Boise and like announcing that I have Parkinson's, is that I don't want that to become
Your shtick.
yeah, like not only my shtick, but like
The reason people are booking you is because
Yeah.
there's like a sympathy or like pity
and,
almost
like,
to it.
Yeah, and
We
not
both
just
answered for
not
you.
just that you did, and
sorry.
neither of those answers were what I was
Really?
gonna say.
Oh, well, then why'd you say yeah to both
Well,
of them?
because they were now becoming more fierce.
I don't want to give you more answers like that.
I
So
feel
it's like,
bad.
yeah,
That's
like-
fucked
What's
up.
your reason?
So I think
fucked
my
up.
reason
That's
is I
I'm
don't want to
sorry.
be known for having Parkinson's.
Okay.
I want people to look at me and be like, that's Natasha. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
just Natasha. And I don't want the like awkwardness of it because
Well, we got to get you in a
like-
Back to the Future movie because
oh, absolutely. Like absolutely. Like
we need a goofy ass comedy that can
Like-
fucking be remembered for time where you almost like fuck your dad or something in the
Yeah.
past, you know?
Well,
Because that's
I've-
what Michael J. Fox is known for now instead of.
I've almost met him twice. Well, I've met my dad twice, so that
In the
totally could be
past?
plausible.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like it could be that could be pulled off. Like
Okay.
yeah.
We got a movie premiere.
Like, we just need to find someone that knows how to time travel.
Yeah, we need a DeLorean.
Oh, well, I guess we said movie, so I don't know why I'm like, no, we're going to
Yeah, I
make this a
don't-
real
I
life
don't know
thing.
why it has to
I'm
be
like,
a
fuck it.
documentary.
Yeah, I'm like,
It can be as fake as we want.
it's my documentary.
We can make your dad
It's
like
my-
Conan O'Brien if we wanted.
We got
No,
one
we'd have
right
to
here.
if we were gonna make my dad anybody, it'd have to be like Pete Davidson. Like
Just like not make
I'd
any
be
sense.
I'd be like, Daddy.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
like yeah.
All right. I get it. He's
Like-
tall.
No, it's just I want like, do you know how dope, like what a big compliment it would be if a guy that dated Kim Kardashian eventually dates you or
That is a
fucks you?
huge compliment.
Like that would be
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you feel like
like
the,
you
the
feel like
biggest,
you're in the
lowest-
league.
You're, like, in
you
that
feel like
same
you're
lane.
in Kim
Yeah.
K's like
Yeah.
ratio. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
that
Well,
guy's
is that-
lineup
wait,
is
why-
fucking
Do you?
crazy good. Like supermodels,
Wait,
pop
why do you wanna-
stars.
yeah.
Fucking like,
Like-
you're amongst the greats.
Yeah,
if
like,
you're like
Ariana
Seinfeld's
Grande.
daughter.
Yeah, like fucking like it's like you know?
But why is he dating you? Is the thing? Why are you dating him? Why? What?
are you
To get
saying
in
I
that
couldn't
lineup.
pull? Are you saying
No,
I couldn't pull Pete Davidson?
I'm not saying you can or can't. I'm just saying like, what is the?
Yeah, but why is
would
he
he
dating
date
you?
It's
you?
like, no, why are you saying like look at the talent that Pete has fucked just because like they're the hottest things on the planet? Like
Well,
why?
so
what
girls-
if they all suck?
Well-
What if Pete sucked? What if it's just they're all hot?
I never said I wanted it to be a long-term thing with Pete.
I mean,
Just like attractiveness. Like he clearly has a
Like
standard.
we were saying
But
for
you're
like the
saying,
Back
like-
to the Future. Like if we were saying who we would cast as my dad, and I said Pete Davidson, I'd have no problem calling him daddy. And then we took it further.
Right,
I know. I didn't
and
And
understand
now I
that.
feel
That's where
really
Sweet Home
uncomfortable
Alabama-
now
didn't
that I like
understand that transition.
Yeah, see-
That's how it transitioned.
I know. I didn't understand that one, but
and I,
mean,
did
I do
from the beginning, and
see,
that's why
I
I'm
understand
confused.
the tier list of like
that explains everything.
I
Max is
understand, like,
how did we get
being
here?
in a rank
Like-
amongst like
This is, it's talking
champions.
about
was
you
talking
wanted
about,
like
like,
a wholesome family
so,
thing to like
yeah,
I want to
like-
fuck the character that plays my dad, and it's I don't know what you want.
Listen, man.
I'm trying. And so,
so-
Natasha, what up? Just answer.
My dick.
I gotta pee.
My dick is up.
Intermission. This is so fun. You're a hoot and, dare I say, a holler.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to write that down in my diary. May 30th, 2023.
Is it the 30th?
Yes.
All I know is it's Tuesday because I had to work today.
Yeah, it's the 30th because that was because I think we talked about this 2 weeks ago.
There's your name right there.
Yeah, I think we talked about it 2 weeks ago. I
Look
can't
at
remember.
the guests we have had.
Yeah. I
Do you know
can't read
Jack?
that far.
That's fair. Do you know Jack Turnage?
I do know Jack Turnage. Yeah,
We had him yesterday.
I met Jack not too long ago. So yeah, not too long ago. At the Hops and Bottles open mic.
I haven't been to that one yet.
It's
That's
actually
a newer
a really
one.
cool. It's a really cool venue.
Really?
So it's really cool. It kind of sucks with where the stage is at because the sun like shines right into the crowd's eyes.
When does it start?
But like, it starts at. It's not tonight.
Yeah.
Like, cause they canceled it tonight, because of the holiday yesterday. But it's usually on Tuesdays.
Does it start at like 8?
I think it's 8.
So it's
Yeah.
still like pretty bright out.
Yeah, so it's still pretty bright out, but it's the coolest location, like coolest setup. Like they have like garage sliding doors that they open up, and it's just a really cool place in general. It was when I went to that open mic, that was the first time I'd been there, and it was actually a really cool spot, and I've been wanting to go again, like not when there's a mic. Like,
just to,
like to just get drinks there and hang out. Like 'cause it's a
fun
cool
bar.
place.
I've been there like just drinking with people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a cool bar.
Oh, see, I'm like describing the layout to you because you asked if it was a cool setup, and so I was like, oh, like thinking you'd never been there, but now I feel like an idiot being like, there's garage doors that they
Here's the
open
thing.
up.
Like you did mansplain it to
I
me.
did.
But also, this is the internet, and some people don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you just slap the mansplain back at you. You know what the
How
internet
is your
is? Yeah, how did that go?
How was your pee? Did everything come out okay? Have you been drinking lots of water?
Strong stream.
But have you been drinking lots of water?
Very hydrated.
Perfect.
Did you sit?
Ooh, are you a sitter?
I'm not a sitter.
Are you a sitter? You're a sitter?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you're like way too tall to like not be a sitter. Like I feel like if you like were standing, it just naturally like just fall into the back tank. Like,
Honestly,
upper deckers.
that's
like
I've never
heard anyone say that, but that makes the most sense, honestly.
like
to be
because
like,
But
you'd
it's
have to like
honestly-
aim
it'd be
weird.
so low. Like, yeah, you have to like point
Like,
it
you'd have
down
to- yeah.
almost.
No, I
like-
get that.
Yeah.
And then
But
hold your
honestly,
balls back.
It started
Yeah.
it started as a comfort thing, and I did hear that it is like it's healthier for just the way your intestines line up to like line your body up like that. That's why they
That's
make
for
those.
pooping.
It's all the same shit. I'm
No,
pretty
it's
sure.
No, for
It does
pooping,
not
you
come
wanna,
out the same
For
hole.
pooping,
No,
you want to
I'm
get
saying-
like full.
I'm not
squat.
saying it's the same
when
hole,
I
but
poop,
I'm saying
I
like
stand
the
on the seat
intestines-
Are
and
you
I
serious?
squat. No, I'm
You just fucking caveman it?
that would be so funny. That would be so funny.
So
if
my-
I'm like dating some girl and she like comes in the morning, and she's like, "What the fuck are you
Now
doing?"
I'm
Okay,
just gonna
first
think
of all,
I'm
if you're
weird 'cause
dating
we're
some girl
brushing
and
past
she
this
goes
topic.
in to the bathroom while you're
Yeah, like
pooping,
grab a
that's
toothbrush or
weird.
something. She's like, "What? What?"
No, I'd never walk in on a significant other while they're pooping. Fuck that.
My
I
dad
will
used
go
to
the
be an
grocery
open door
store
pooper
and
when I was
get-
growing up.
That's
so maybe
fucked
that,
up.
No, like that's me.
Disgusting.
yeah, it is fucked up.
What were we?
How else are you supposed to watch Antique Roadshow while you take a shit though? When the
You pause. it,
TV's
I
motherfucker.
don't watch TV while I shit.
well, you got to talk to my
But
dad.
I will say,
watching TV.
I do have this thing that when I do shit, I tend to sing songs to myself about
Oh
it.
my God,
Like
that's
what?
pretty
Amy
like-
Winehouse?
Yeah.
Like everybody poops or
Everybody.
Just some instant REM. Just
losing my religion.
no. Where are you? No, I'm so sorry.
I cannot sleep.
Yep.
You know, I don't want the world to see me.
The
What were you
whisper.
saying?
That sounded so depressing. I just like sing songs to myself randomly all the time. Like
I
I'll
do
be
that
at
too.
work and I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, and Or I'll sit there, like, if I really have to pee, I'll, like, run home and I'll be like, I have to pee so fucking bad.
I do that too.
Like, yeah, and, like...
Do you?
book it to
Because
the
I
bathroom.
kind of do. And do you have to go to the bathroom?
No, I was talking about me singing to myself.
All right.
You
I gotta
can
go to the bathroom.
Restroom
No, I
break.
was just going to say, because I'll do foreshadowing like that too.
Oh, okay.
So I was just...
Oh, you're offering to serenade us, like, while you go to the bathroom?
Is that what you want? That wasn't the plan, but I'm down to yes and this thing, like, to the end.
Yeah, serenade us while you're
Here, I'll just...
like, sing it.
Let me just
I want
dash
you
away.
to, ooh, I want you to sing the song that you feel like relates to your soul the most. Don't tell us what it is. You just start.
Just a small town girl.
You know he's totally sitting here thinking.
I can't hear it.
I heard a loud thump, which I'm assuming was his ass.
It was his
hitting
seat.
like, his ass hitting down when he sits.
I'm waiting. The wall's pretty
Push
thin right
it.
here.
Push it real good. Ooh, baby, baby.
Push it real good. I was like, did you just rip ass?
I've never with my like I've been married. I've had 2 live-in boyfriends. I don't know why I said it as if like I hire them to live in, like their help. Like, but and I never farted in front of them
Whoa,
once. Like, so if like the first time was on a podcast, like that would be like
pretty
that would be
crazy.
really like fucked up for my mental health. Like, I'd call my therapist and be
I
like,
have a serious problem. Like, I have
you just fart all the time.
no. I like cannot fart in front of people.
So then why are you saying whoa really to mine?
No. I don't know. Maybe
You
because
didn't
it's like
sing a
so
song.
crazy that we're like so similar.
Did you forget?
Fucking Shoddy's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck in replay. A.
From the soul.
Like, if that relates to you, I am so sorry for the pain that you're feeling right now.
Yeah, dude, it's rough.
It's so hard. So hard. Short people just come into your life and they just fuck you up.
Yeah, that's my dilemma.
Well, isn't it? Shoddy's like a melody. In
Shoddy.
Shoddy.
Yeah, not shorty.
That's what shoddy is.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is. SHAWTY.
Yeah, just
Shoddy.
Shoddy.
yeah,
Shorty.
but not. It's like
It's like a cute, small, fine girl. Like a short, hot, awesome, wet
yeah, keep
twat.
going. Yeah. All right, if that's correct, then I'm down to say my bad. Yeah, you're right. You're
And
right about that.
the Y was for youthful.
Yeah, and I don't want the
always put up
world
schwa.
to see me. Whatever.
I'm like, I want to like Google like what does shoddy mean, but
Urban
I'm like
Dictionary.
scared. No, I'm scared.
Urban Dictionary.
Let's
Like-
let's
You're probably
face
right.
face your fears. Let us be your
But
therapist.
realistically, I just don't want you guys to see the like in my
What
Safari
your Google is?
the suggested like links.
Well, look this way while you pull up the thing. It's like
you guys both.
you're
look
gonna
at the
be a
same
dick
too.
about it.
It goes Gmail, new 2023 Subaru cars,
Oh.
Pornhub, and Boise recent arrests.
That sounds like mine.
Okay.
Sounds like my dad's.
First, gotta fucking Google whatever the first thing was. Second, gotta Google Subarus. Then I gotta jerk off, and then I gotta make sure I didn't get arrested last night.
Shoddy, shorty, shoddy, or shorty is a slang term for African American vernacular English used as a term of endearment, but also frequently heard as a catcall. After the 1990s, the term has largely
This is
referred to
not
young and
looking good for
attractive
me.
women. Suck my left nut. I was right.
Yeah,
Will you say that?
honestly.
Will you say, Natasha, you were right?
Natasha, you were right.
Will you say it slower and like with more eye contact, please?
With
Me.
Natasha, you. Fucking you. Were correct.
It's the first time a man has ever told me that.
That's the first time a woman's ever called me a man. So look at that. Now I might have had one step up, but you guys are at probably 7 or 8 at this point. So
7 to 1.
Natasha, what up? Excuse me. How are we?
So
How's-
did you find out how Samson and I met? Did you ever hear like my first interaction with him?
I think the only interaction I've heard is I said, Natasha's coming on, and then you said, oh, I talked to her the other day. And I think that's about as far as it went.
Did you tell him that you accepted candy from a complete and utter stranger because I just handed you a blow pop and then just walked away?
Whoa, boy, here we go.
Okay, there's a few things about this blow pop that people need to know.
Yeah,
the rapper
explain.
was super faded. No logos. It was totally rubbed off. It was
I
white.
mean, it's old and
Third
maybe
off-
in the sun.
Third off, took me a while to get the wrapper off. the twist part of it had like sealed.
Okay, you know
Gross.
Second of all, she gave it to me at the beginning of an open mic, and Jack goes up before me. She gives me and Jack one.
Which Jack?
Jack Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Okay.
Jack goes up first, already sucking on it,
what? Yeah.
and like it's like I don't know what to do with this while I do my set. And I'm like, dude,
You'd make it comedy.
like, and then I was like gonna go on stage and be like, you see,
Funny
I
about
waited
it.
until after my set, and that's what 4 years in a college degree will do for you, Jack. Wisdom.
Did you
But I
think
forgot.
that right?
But I forgot to say that.
Did you know?
That
Did you
sounds
know
like an
that was
apple.
his second sucker?
Shut
Because
up.
He said he wanted to go on stage with a sucker. So, and he had already finished his blow pop already. So Josh got another blow pop from my fanny pack and gave it to him. And that was his second sucker. So he can't act like he didn't know what to do. He fucking planned to go up there with it.
So,
That kid's
And
so
then I get
maniacal.
off stage and Josh goes, "Hey, by the way, I gave Jack another blow pop." I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, is my weed pen still in there?" Just kidding.
so Nat, Sasha, deep dash pass, fast dash pass, D train, whatever. You have a fanny pack full of blow pops? Is that what I'm hearing?
I actually don't have
That
any
you
blow
just
pops with
hand
me
out
today.
to everybody?
No,
Except
so,
Except for us.
and what's funny is like if I
What
didn't hit
up?
that, if I didn't hit that like that car that got struck by lightning. Like I didn't like physically hit it, but if I didn't run into that truck and wasn't in, like that
Mentally,
complete
like,
stop,
observe that.
like I thought that Samsung was already here, so I was like, "Fuck, I'm late. Like I don't have time to stop at the gas station and refill my fanny pack." So because I am out of suckers for my fanny pack, but I usually
I guess we're the suckers.
But I carry, or maybe you just need to come to open mics more, and you guys will get suckers more.
I already got one.
I don't know if you guys have heard, but I've been talking about rewarding men for good behavior and giving out treats.
This is a smart idea.
And this is
no,
how
this
it
is
starts.
a smart idea.
This is how it starts.
This is how we stop rapes.
Like,
I'm sorry, you have to reinforce good behavior, dude.
I guess.
you get a gold star next to your name because
Way to go
like
for
you
not
didn't
raping
rape
today.
somebody.
Dude, that's how we stop Andrew Tate.
Oh my God, there
we
was
stop
a-
him with treats.
There was a guy that was arrested recently on Ada County, recent arrest. I took a screenshot of it. I'll show you guys after.
I mean, it's in your probably recent history.
His first name is Innocent.
Shut
and he was
up.
arrested for rape. Yeah, I shit you not.
Shut up.
I shit you not. I can't
Jamie
pronounce his
pulled that
fucking
up.
last name, which I probably shouldn't say his last name anyways. But
What an
As
idiot,
charged
dude.
or
Like,
something?
yeah, it was charged. Like he was.
And he's
So
like,
his
when-
last name is
he was
Best.
he
in-
like shows up to court and he's like, I can't be guilty
My
'cause
mom
I'm
told me-
innocent.
See, look right here.
Oh my god.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's hard to say. That doesn't look like
Yeah.
not guilty.
Yeah, like, and
Good
so
name.
so I took a screenshot of that and I was like, oh my god, his name was Innocent. His mom had really high hopes for him.
Yeah, damn. Or really low hopes.
She
Son,
was
you're
like,
probably-
he's not going to accomplish much, so I need to name him Innocent. So then maybe like it'll be a judge slip of tongue where
Yeah.
they just say innocent after saying innocent. Like,
Innocent is
Innocent, you're
guilty.
found
Is he
innocent.
innocent or guilty? Well, clearly he's innocent.
yeah.
No doubt about it.
I cannot be guilty of this. My name's Innocent, fuckers. Like, I don't know why. I, like,
It's in
felt
the
like
name.
He had that like weird like nasally accent, but like I felt like he like. Excuse me, sir.
My name is Innocent.
My name is Innocent, and I am not a crook.
And I'm not guilty.
I am not guilty.
Positive behavior rewards.
So because how many like gold stars or lollipops would we have won had you have re-upped on? Have we been nice? I feel
Yeah, you guys definitely would have got one before and then after. So then it was like I give you a before, like people don't realize how easy it is to like win people over. Like if you give it to them before, they know treat once you come home, right? Once you get home, okay? Once you're around.
Oh, you
It's a
sly
treat.
dog.
And then you get a treat, but it's right before you leave. So then after they have left, you are still thinking about them.
Smart.
That's the way you do it.
We should go to the bathroom after this. Speaking of
What?
Samson, you know damn well.
I know what you're
I
talking
mean.
about. She doesn't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Natasha, we were just literally what you were just saying. We were just in the bathroom before this,
Yes.
and then we weren't. And then I'm saying we should go to the bathroom again after
Oh,
this.
go inspect the boner pill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
It's the last ever sold boner pill because, fun fact, did you guys know that you need a prescription for those now?
No, not the gas station ones.
Really? Because I tried to get my hands on some
They're
Viagra.
not real.
Is it just
No,
caffeine?
it's a different thing. It's snake oil. They just put a bunch of fake shit into
Sugar
gas station
and-
pills and then like tell you it has all these things like fucking rhino testosterone and all this shit in it to like
This
get you
is the
all.
shit that gets
Fuck
rhinos
is like-
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's what they say.
Some good
This is
shit.
how we supply our zoo.
But no, you do need
The
a prescription
sound
for like the
raps
blue
spot,
pill.
man.
Like if you want the actual blue pill like of Viagra, you need a prescription
Or Mexico.
Yeah, 'cause
A
I-
passport.
or
You need
Mexico
a passport.
or a
I wanted
passport.
to- I
Passports are
thought-
cheaper than prescriptions, just so everybody knows.
I thought it would be funny if I gave it to a guy with a bunch of allergy pills in like a Ziploc bag and then like Viagra's
Zing.
mixed up and then be like, take two and then like be like, but do you know what you're gonna get? And so like I tried to get my hands on some Viagra and I couldn't, and that's how I found out you have to have a prescription for it.
Yeah.
So and then of course I can't pull off like going in and being like, can I have a prescription for
Look, my dick won't get
my
hard.
dick won't get hard, sir.
Doesn't prove it.
It's
It's not a like
Every
perverted
time-
thing. I'm just curious.
like every time I tell people that I have a huge ass dick, like they say prove it, and my usual response is, I would, but I don't want you to feel insecure after you see the size, because when I pull down my pants, there'll be a thump from the sound of my dick hitting the floor because it's so big.
How are your ankles doing? That sounds like
Why I wear like high support boots.
Yeah, you need it.
But,
It's
I
like a
don't-
brace.
But like the cool thing is I have Parkinson's, so I can just cop it out on that and be like, oh, sorry, I tripped over my Parkinson's, not my dick.
Oh, so is that why your doctor thinks you have Parkinson's? Because you're just always
Tripping over
carrying
my
this
dick.
huge weight.
Yeah, just like not able to go
Straining.
and just constantly just like,
Sorry, doc.
Yeah.
It's my.
Hey, did I
It's
tell you
my
guys?
dick.
Did I tell you guys the name of my like my pills for
No.
for
Nah.
carbidopa levodopa? Doesn't that sound like a fucking Harry Potter spell?
Yeah.
Sounds like
it's
a future bit to me from
Carbidopa
Natasha
levodopa!
Dash.
Carvadopa lavadopa.
Like that's when I'm gonna pull out a fucking bald cap and just
Boris.
look like
What else does
fucking
it sound?
like
Boris.
Voldemort. It also sounds like bippity boppity boop.
Yeah, there we go.
Get together and
Carvadopa
what you got?
lavadopa.
Yep. Like it's so fun to say. Like it's
It's a carvadopa lavadopa.
carbidopa levodopa. Motherfucker.
My prescription is called amphetamine.
that you actually remembered to take today.
Yeah.
You were bragging about it earlier.
I fucking.
Have you been able to get your hands on like actual like Adderall lately?
Yeah.
Like you have?
Yeah.
Like I was trying for so hard and the pharmacy hasn't had it in stock.
Instant releases are really low stock, but
But you get the extended
releases.
What are you on?
20s.
Me too. I do 20 extended release.
Nice.
Yeah.
Take note,
I used
kids.
to. They took it away from me once I started twitching because it can make
That
twitching
makes sense.
worse, so-
It makes me twitch.
Yeah, so they took it.
I'm like really twitchy on it. Well, not right now. Maybe it makes me
I'm
not
like,
twitch.
are you sure? Because that's a pretty steady.
That's a pretty
but, like,
steady hand.
Yeah,
I
it's a
usually
pretty
am not
steady
that
hand. But like
steady.
when I like hold my hand out, I always feel like a fucking idiot because I just look like I'm tweaking.
I feel like I'm usually shaking a lot worse than this. Maybe the Adderall helps me.
Ready?
Oh wow.
And that's with meds 3 times a day.
It's shaking me.
So like
It's unstoppable.
I will say when the doctor diagnosed me with it and he's like, your tremors are going to get worse, they can get worse if we don't stay on top of it. I was like, so if I get pregnant, could I actually give it shaken baby syndrome?
Ooh, good question.
And he's like, no.
Really?
Yeah,
He didn't
really,
say
really.
good question.
Is that like a legit
No,
question?
but I think the why is because
like
usually
every
people in
fucking-
70s like get diagnosed with it, and like 70-year-olds aren't trying to have children again.
Yeah,
like so
that's
I'm
true.
sure they don't get asked that very
Yeah.
often. Like,
Yeah.
hey, can I like accidentally like be a little janky for my kid? Like because I'd have to stop the medicine.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
in fluid inside you, so
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
so-
like it
and-
would be like a gyroscope.
stabilizer.
Yeah, and I
It's
will
like a
say,
chicken's head.
When I
Yeah.
found out that I was pregnant with my son, how we told his family is we went to the lagoon. Have you guys been to the lagoon in Utah?
Yeah, the
Okay.
water park.
Yeah, it's also an amusement park. Not
Yeah,
just a water
yeah,
park.
yeah.
Have you been?
I've
the
driven
Wicked roller
past it a
coaster?
million. Like I have family that lives in Salt Lake, and like I've been around, but I've never been to it.
Oh, okay. It's a lot of fun, and we were at the top of a roller coaster, and it was right when we were about to drop down. And I like looked at his family and I go, I'm pregnant. And then it just dropped. And then that's how we told his family that I was pregnant.
How'd it go
And
when
then
you got off?
we got off the ride and they're like, you were pregnant and you rode that ride. And I was like, I got special permission from my doctor because I'm only 12 weeks and they say it's too small to have any problems.
I
And
feel like
you know what? He's born and he's definitely special, but he's,
I feel like if you have Parkinson's and you ride a roller coaster, that's got to cancel it out.
oh, it does. Like hands down. Like I will say
It's like a shake against a shake.
That's my methodology for trying to convince my mom that I want to get
Tumbling classes.
No,
while pregnant
that-
the next time.
No, I want to get a motorcycle. Like
Badass.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. I've been looking at bikes.
Cool ass baby.
I've been looking at like some bikes recently and stuff like that, and I've been doing a lot of research about them, and I've ridden dirt bikes and stuff like that, and I know that to shift, it's on my left, and I have issues with predominantly my right. So like
You're fine.
Yeah, so I'd be fine,
And you're fertile.
And I have Parkinson's, so I'm like I want to do it while I still can.
Yeah, totally.
And my mom's like, but what if you're shaking really bad? And I was like, yeah, but a bike vibrates so hard
Yeah,
that I
then
think
you're
it would
like-
just kind of steady me out.
Yeah, you're like,
I'd
like in
be
reverse
like,
effect.
finally, it's going in the motion. Like, like I'd be like, is this what life is like, having steady hands?
Have you seen like the ab vibrators or whatever? That like
Yeah,
it's like an
I don't
old
understand
workout
that point.
equipment thing.
No, yeah, I don't understand. And it was funny when I got diagnosed, I told my doctor, I was like, I am so like, because I went through like this stage of like being depressed right before I got diagnosed. Like I was falling down my stairs, I was eating shit, I was exhausted all the fucking time. Like I was convinced that I like was just going to crash my car into a wall. And so I told my doctor, I was like, yo, like I'm like tired all the time. Like, is that why? And he goes, you're shaking all the time. Yes, that is why. I was like logically that makes sense.
You're like, but I look
but
great.
like I just want to like yeah. And I'm like, but I just want to make sure. Like
I needed
like,
verbal confirmation.
Yeah, like I needed a confirmation that was correct. So
No,
I
for
can
sure.
like use that. And it was funny. And I actually I just went part-time with my job.
Congrats.
Thank you. Went part-time with my job because I was so exhausted that I wasn't doing like comedy and stuff like that, and I wasn't taking time for myself like and shit like that. So I now work every other day, so I have like a rest day in between.
Good.
Nice.
And so I can be able to work and still have comedy and still like do things with my kid and have
Fuck yeah.
fun and stuff. So So yeah,
Good for you.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
It's definitely been fun. It's Parkinson's has definitely been fun.
Well, at least you're spending more time with your kid.
Yeah,
for
like,
yourself.
yeah, and
stuff,
he's
like,
he's at the age right now where he like actually wants to spend time with me.
Yeah.
So
You only got a few more of those years
yeah,
left.
like if I got like one more year left, like if that, like he's already very teenage.
It's like,
angsty.
I want free time.
Like no, like
What
he
the
like
fuck?
he's
I want to shake things up like you, Mom.
yeah, no, he's like, Mom, leave me alone while I play Roblox. Like, go away. Like, and I like embarrassed him in front of a girl one time.
Oh,
and so
no.
then
The
he
nerve.
like, he knows how to fucking embarrass me too. Like I had taken him to an open mic and we were sitting and we were walking back and he's like, Mom, I think you like this guy. I think you like him. And I was just like, dude, shut up. And he like turns and looks over and he goes, you might love him. And I was like,
Here's the thing.
I was
Was
like,
he
you
right?
Fucking no, like no, like not like that level. Like
Okay.
I was like, but you fucking ginger, like because not you, like my kid. So okay, I told you already. You
That'd be
looked,
funny.
you looked like my ex-husband, so it's like kind of a given. You look like my kid. Like,
Yeah,
Have you
good
seen my
point, good
kid?
Point. Maybe.
I haven't seen a picture of your kid now.
oh, I fucking know how to make them. Well, speaking of baby daddy,
Oh, did Pete
Marshall
Davidson
says-
show up on your phone?
no, but baby daddy sent. Marshall says, "I miss you, Mom, and I love you."
Aww.
Yeah, see.
What a little nerd.
Shut the
I'm
fuck
sorry.
up. He's
I'm
my
sorry.
tender-hearted
I'm
little
sorry.
bitch, okay? Like, I fucking love him. Like,
You better be careful with that. He might turn into someone like me.
oh, it is so bad. So my family is all Romani, which is the term for gypsy. So my family's all Romani, and so I always threaten to tell my son, I'm like, I'm gonna sell you to the gypsies. Like, and I always thought he thought I was kidding.
Yeah.
Until the other day, he like had a full mental breakdown and was like, "You don't even want me." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Why do you think that?" And he goes, "You always tell me you're gonna sell me." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that really just means you're gonna go to your grandma's house. I thought you liked grandma. Like, come
It's in
on."
like an artistic, ironic kind of way, dude. Like you
Yeah.
gotta just get it.
Yeah.
Maybe I will now that I know you're not able to yes and worse shit.
Yes, and? Huh?
Oh.
What?
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 Who?
Foam finger?
When?
How?
How? When?
Why?
Who?
Did you do it?
4 nouns, person, place, or thing.
Cat.
What up?
Do I get another upper hand? Was that my score or his score? What do you think?
You're.
I feel like I at least get some credit with the callback
You get
that
like
I've
a
been
half.
keeping pretty
You can have
consistent
like a
throughout
half.
this whole thing.
Okay, hold on. I have to show you how you look like my child.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Mom getting to show off picture of her kid. What else could be better than this?
No, it's just to be like, hey, this is probably what you looked like as a kid.
Oh my
Like,
god. Does he have curly hair?
he does. Yeah, curly red hair. So,
Cute.
yeah. Because I lie to everybody. I actually am also a redhead. Only I have black eyebrows and black kneecap hair. So it's very interesting. I like to call myself a calico cat. Just multicolored. So yeah, so it was actually really funny because my husband and I, when I was like natural hair colored and stuff, we'd be walking next to each other and people would be like, "Oh, like you guys are such a cute little family," thinking we were siblings. Like, naturally they
panda
assume.
bear.
Yeah, they're like, "Look at this little family of redheads." Okay, hold on. Gotta find the modeling pose photo that he does. There it
It's
is.
blue steel.
It is a blue steel. Fuck, it's loading.
Oh, what a stud.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, did you dress him too?
No, that's his style. Dog.
What?
You got a
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin that
Style.
gets
He's
stacked.
a fucking like he's a jean jacket, wears all black,
Dang.
like Vans kind of kid.
What
like,
a little baller,
he
dude.
is. He fucking and he like flirts with women that are like my age, and like we'll go to like Payette Brewery, and he'll like people will be playing cornhole, and he'll like come up to behind a girl and he'll be like, "No." Here, put your hand like this. He'd be like, "You have to throw it like this," and like use
Wow,
his hand to
thanks.
like drop it. And like he like totally makes them fuck up so bad, but like they think it's the cutest thing. So then he ends up playing with them, and I'm just sitting here like I'm gonna have my fucking hands full.
Like, God damn it.
Like, God, like you are definitely gonna get a girl pregnant at 16. You fucking shit. Like, so.
Anyway.
Condoms. Use condoms, kids.
Well, shit. This has been really fun.
Yeah, this is.
But Natasha, can you please just what up? Anything going on to plug, promote?
This Friday I have a show coming up.
That's too late for that.
That's fine. Fuck off.
Are you gonna be on the Casey Rocket show?
No, fuck no. No, like I'm saying fuck no because like I would never want to perform like on the same set as Casey Rocket, like because he's so
he's
good.
really good.
I wouldn't want to fuck up his vibe, like, and he's so
Just go perform.
I love Casey Rocket like so much. And it's funny because like if anything, like I just fucked with him a lot, like discreetly at open mics. Like,
were you doing
Caden-
sets when he was? Too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caden and I would like go up to his computer and he'd be watching like
Big
a
night?
baseball. Yeah, he'd be watching like a baseball game, and we'd like search up like men in underwear and like leave it in a search tab
You're
and then
about
open
meat
back
spin?
up. Like, yeah, like we'd look up like some dark shit, like. Fucking, and then we just leave it in his computer like playing, and then put the sports back in front of it. So later, at some point in the evening, when he closes out, he'll see it. Like,
Dude,
we never know when that moment was gonna be. Like,
That's fucking
The
funny.
last like 5 comics we've had on here, we've all mentioned Casey Rocket.
It's because his show is this coming
Yeah,
You
week.
it's-
better, you better
shows
give
this
it.
week.
You better.
He's performing at 8 and 10 on Friday and 8 and 10 on Saturday.
Fucking, I won't be
I
in
think
town,
double feature.
unfortunately, but
You fucking loser.
I'm
Who the
going to my
fuck are you?
cousin's wedding.
Your cousins?
My cousin's wedding in Salt Lake. I
What
have
up
to
with
go.
you, dude?
Yeah, what's up with you?
I'm kind of
What are you
upset about
going?
it because fucking
Aren't you? Oh, never mind. I don't know if you know yet. Oh, wait.
Moondeck offered me a spot.
For Rocket? Really?
Yeah, but I can't do it because I'm not going to be here this weekend.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm really bummed about
Yeah.
it because it's like this side of my family I haven't like talked to or visited in like years,
Yeah.
and this is kind of like my cousin's getting married. Like we're all gonna like
Get together.
Get together,
Like, yeah,
and it's
that's a priority, especially if you
Yeah.
haven't seen him in so long. Like,
I know.
that's the priority.
I
But
know.
like, and
I
just
just-
think like
But
Rockets.
this
like,
is like
Rocket
my
comes
first.
here.
Yeah, I know. This
Like,
is just like
so-
the first time anyone's offered me like
Sorry.
an actual spot,
Yeah.
and like not an
Well,
open mic. You know,
no,
so
like,
it's just kind
you'll-
of like fuck. But-
There's some other things in play that I've heard your name mentioned for a few other things that are coming up
Oh,
in the
really?
next month. Yeah, so people are going to be reaching out to you. So
I just think it's cool that you're getting to a point where you're getting news that you're not telling me about. That's fun. Now I feel like I'm not
this
the
is your
only
first
one.
time hearing.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, like, yeah, there's tons of shit I'm not telling Samson. It's good to feel that it's also being reciprocated.
Yeah, I really do feel like I'm in the middle of a lover's quarrel.
It's not that. It's just, it's good to see he's getting
You
his own
aren't
gigs.
telling
He's
me
doing.
things.
It's
You're
more
not
of a
telling me
proud
everything
thing.
I need
it's
to
it's like
know.
Samson's getting to where he doesn't need me anymore. He can. He's.
There's a lot of shit I don't tell you about.
Does that mean that like does that mean that like one of
Do you
you
really
guys is
think
gonna
I
be-
like tell you everything that happens in my life?
No, you just tell me a lot, and so
I just talk a lot.
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to, film performing things, yeah, I feel like you keep me pretty filled in.
That's pretty true.
I feel like, as you know, I don't really give two fucks about I give a fuck about your web design, but like I feel like you know that there's not much I can relate to about that. So
Mm.
Oh, what do you do?
I do a lot of film in this, but I like a day job.
Yeah.
Oh, I clean cars and it's
Do you how do you get blood out of a car? Asking for a
Lemon
friend.
juice.
probably
Lemon juice?
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide.
Salt and
I don't
lemon
Okay.
juice.
know.
Okay, cool.
That's just what the lady said in
Cool,
Deadpool.
cool.
Yeah.
The old blind lady.
That's you don't really know.
Not really. And also the company I work for, it's
Do you guys see
if there's
blood and
blood
report
if
it?
there's blood in the car, we just run a vacuum over it, call it a day.
You've got here. Turn your head.
Nice.
There you go. Like a black flake in your hair.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, no, I have blood all over my passenger seat. So.
From what?
Uh,
Trying to dash
where's
pass
Josh?
away?
some fucking pieces in the garbage bag. No, a buddy of mine, he was opening up a child gate for me because I have child gates on my stairs to help break my fall if I fall down my stairs.
Okay.
Oh.
And he had a knife and was using it to cut a zip tie and stabbed himself straight through the leg.
God.
And like his dumbass, he fucking pulled the knife out, and like so there was blood like everywhere. And I was like, dude, like, and he was getting white, and I was like, we got to go to the hospital. Like you need to go to the hospital. And he's like, no, I'm a man, and I'm a
Sure.
macho man. Like, it's also my ex-boyfriend, so like
Hey,
I might not like painted in
Men
the
also
nicest way.
experience blood loss.
Yeah,
big guy.
like, yeah, like, doesn't fucking matter. Like, you're fucking bleeding. Like
we all only
you're-
got 8 quarts or whatever.
all people bleed the same.
At some point, we're just gonna have to start using water, bro.
You ran out.
We just need fluids at this point.
But yeah, so he refused to go to the hospital. So I threatened to call 911 and roll in his blood and tell the ambulance that he tried to make me drink it. And he looked at me and he's like, that would get me sent to the wrong hospital. And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, but they take care of that shit first before sending you there. Like, so
you're both kind of
True.
right.
yeah, so I sat there and then
True
he got
double-edged
into my car,
sword.
and so now there's blood all over him. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like we got it off like the dashboard and stuff like that, and the carpets mostly, but like the seat just still has
Leather
like
seats or
no
carpet
carpet
seats?
seats.
Eee.
And see, and the point is like I'm also in the market for a new car, and I've been
Yeah.
like kind of fucking with the dealership a little bit. Like I've been fucking with them for about 2 months. Like it's nice.
Are you looking
I
at
feel like-
Subarus?
Yeah. So I love Subarus.
She's from Sun Valley, baby.
Yeah, like honestly, it's because they have a new safety feature where they put that titanium rod in between a driver door and passenger door in the middle of the door. So in that section, so you know how like you have your window right here, right in the middle. It's like a T. They put a new iron bar in there,
Oh,
and that's
really?
one of their new safety features.
Nice.
And as a mom, like you want your kid to not
Get T-boned.
die. Like
Love.
so.
It's what makes a
So-
Subaru a Subaru.
yeah. Like, so that's why, and
Leave
it
your
gets great
legacy.
gas mileage. And I snowboard a lot, like I was telling you earlier. Like I
Ah.
snowboard a lot, and do a lot of like camping and stuff like that. So I want something that
You
I
want an
can
outdoorsy
utilize. Yeah. I like to
utility
go.
vehicle.
I like to go fly fishing, so I want to be able to
Fuck
like
yeah.
make sure that I'm not like right in the basic spots. So
Mhm.
I want to be able to go places.
I want to be able to go from the mountain to the softball fields.
Yeah,
I get
see, and
it.
I do. I play co-ed softball too.
You like floaters or nymphs?
Nymphs.
Okay.
Yeah. I also like to tie. Like I like
Okay,
to tie
really?
the yeah, but it's just really hard
Wow.
with
Yeah, that
Parkinson's.
is hard. I
like
bet.
really,
Holy
really
fuck.
hard with
Yeah.
Parkinson's. Like
It's hard without it,
My
so.
goal is to just be able to like have no issues tying my own tie this year. Like no
Dude,
issues.
that honestly, I feel like would probably help with it, just because like how much
It
focus
does
it
with
takes
the
and
with
stuff.
the motions
yeah,
and stuff.
like,
And it's interesting because you had asked earlier about like physical therapy, and my doctor he like printed off like this huge ass
like, list of
sheet, like,
exercises
yeah,
and bullshit.
of like people like in physical therapists and stuff. And one was like a ballet class, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, like there's definitely gonna be people that are like closer to my age, the
Yeah.
ballet class at least, not the one at the Y. And I like look online, and the flyer for it online is walkers and wheelchairs included. Like, so it's like I didn't want to go and like steal fucking like Linda's light
Yeah.
by being able to walk still.
I get
like,
that.
you know, so it's like it just hits a little differently when you're in a physical therapy or a emotional support group with a bunch of 70-year-olds complaining about not being able to play with their great grandchildren. And you're like, damn, I fell down my stairs 6 times this week. Like, my doctor, the ER thinks I'm getting abused at home. Nobody else is there.
Nobody
but me.
lives there.
So, I think my favorite question that I ever got was, I was at the hospital. It was after I had fractured some ribs and everything, and the doctor looked at me and he's like, "You shake a lot," and I was like, "Yeah,
Shake it, bro.
like I know." And he goes, "Have you ever just like tried to not?"
Is
These
that a valid
Idaho
question?
doctors,
Give it a
dude.
shot.
I like literally looked at him and I was like, "Oh my god, I've never thought of that."
I'm just over here like
I'm
this.
like, oh my god, sir, performed the exorcism. I'm cured. Hallelujah. praise God.
It's like, oh, you're right. Just
Could you imagine saying that to someone with cancer?
Oh yeah, like can you just fucking like stop?
That's
better,
like,
dude.
they're both terminal ill. Like,
Can you just like grow hair on your head?
like you know what?
Like-
You know what's good for.
Can you just have
Just
hair?
flex.
You
the
know
same
what's really
muscle
good
we
for
all do.
leukemia,
Yeah,
you
like, we all
stupid
do it.
kid?
Just,
If you
like,
stopped having it.
Like, do you know what? Like,
Just a little more of that. I don't
you're
know.
diabetic. Like you're
Disgusting.
You're fucking dumb. Like
Haven't you ever just like decided to make sugar for yourself,
or,
idiot?
like just why don't you just eat healthier? Like, oh my god, that has nothing to do with it. Holy shit, mind blown. Like, yeah, that shit's like
Eat some celery, fat ass.
oh my god. Okay, so when I first had Marshall, I got diagnosed with postpartum depression, right? And like people have this assumption, well, I got postpartum anxiety, and people have this assumption and this negative concept that like if you have postpartum, you automatically just want to drown your kid. Like that's the level of extremes that it
I mean,
goes.
but Casey Anthony, didn't she ruin that for everybody?
She did. She fucking ruined it for everyone. So
Bitch.
anyways, so I got put on meds and I just wasn't sleeping. I was constantly watching like him sleep. I had to know what he was doing the entire time. And I go to the doctor and she puts me on meds, and my ex-husband, I get home and he looks at me and he goes, "Well, I read online that if you eat 22,000 almonds a day, that would replenish your serotonin. So maybe you shouldn't take those, and you should just eat a bunch of almonds."
22,000.
22 fucking thousand.
That's
almonds.
like
A day?
Isn't that like
a day.
pounds
And
of
For like,
almonds?
you're just for life.
Yeah. I was like, I get poisoned. Like that would be poisoning. Like what?
It's like Monster
And,
has vitamin
OD
C.
on
in it.
almonds.
Like I OD on fucking almonds. And like and for some reason, opposed to like my mom looked at him and she goes, "Are you seriously telling her to stop taking her meds?" And I looked at
That
my mom.
sounds nuts.
Yeah. And I looked at my mom.
Sorry.
And I asked her, I was like, "How many cups of almond milk do you think that is?"
I was thinking like how much almonds. I'm trying to do it in my head. Like how many almonds are
How
in
many
one
pureed
thing?
almonds could I fucking
lot.
do?
A
Like
lot
to
of
do a
them.
cup.
It's
like,
gotta take like 10,000 almonds to make
Well,
one
it's-
big carton of.
it's
So
like
it'd
a
be
certain-
like
it's a
it'd be
certain
like
amount
2
of-
gallons.
2
Yeah,
gallons
like that
almond
sounds a
milk.
lot more
That's
accomplishable
nothing,
than
dude.
like
That's
It's
nuts.
like
sitting there
it's a
and doing
ratio
22,000
of
You could
almonds
drink
to
4
water.
gallons of almond
Oh
milk a
fuck
day.
that! I'm quitting my Effexor this evening.
No,
Let's really
as
get
soon as you
wild.
said 22,000 almonds, I just pictured like a horror movie and like almonds coming out of like every orifice of your face.
Just
like,
fucking leaking
too
out
much
everywhere.
almonds. Your body is just like filling with almonds.
It's like those silo movies for the horror films where the grain fills up. It's just me
It's
filling it up
exactly
with
like that.
almonds.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like an arachnophobia, dude. At the end of the shower scene when the spiders are like crawling at, it's like just a bunch of almonds.
fuck that. Like I elect to not watch movies with spiders, but like
That was
yeah, fuck spiders.
When I was like 6, we were at like a video rental place in McCall with a bunch of friends, and they were all like 8, 9, 12, whatever, a little bit older. And we were like getting a movie, and
So
I'm
how
like,
old are you?
I was like
8, 9, or 12?
No, I was like 6 or 7, and then we were with I was with a bunch of other kids who were like all older.
Okay.
Like all like at least like 9 or older probably. And we were at the video store and we're like looking for movies to get with our parents. And this one kid who's like the oldest, he's like, "We should get this movie. It's arachnophobia." And we're all like, "Yeah, sick. It's in the comedy section. Let's get it."
Somebody fucked up their job
somebody in
that
movie
night.
store
decision
Somebody
was
was
made
like,
here.
yeah. That guy definitely like smoked too much and then went to work and was like, "Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna fuck with some kids tonight."
8 legs, that's hilarious.
It was not a funny movie, dude.
He's like, "People are terrified of spiders. Let's put this in comedy."
Like arachnophobia gave me arachnophobia.
Comedy is like a web.
That's
You know,
okay.
you got
have you guys heard the story on why I partially like mistrust Elizabeth Smart?
No,
Who's Elizabeth Smart?
Do you know who Elizabeth Smart is?
I don't. I was just going along with it.
So Elizabeth Smart.
See, now you're one up on me.
It was the early 2000s. A horrible, terrible story happened in Salt Lake City. Was kidnapped out of her own bedroom in the middle of the night and was held prisoner for a very, very long time. and they
Elizabeth
eventually
Smart
found her.
was?
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
is this the lady
They-
that Kimmy Schmidt's based off of?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So I have no idea who
Sorry.
Kimmy Schmitz is.
That's like, it's like
Schmitz? Is that what he
The
said?
Unbreakable
I don't
Kimmy
give a Kimmy
Schmidt is like this
Schmidt.
like
Oh,
fucking TV show that's like based off a true story of like someone getting kidnapped by like a fucking cult leader and like being held and then for a long time.
And she
then
was Mormon.
and they get found.
Yeah. So that it might be. It probably is. But there's a few kidnapped victims that have been found. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Like, so who knows? Like
True.
So
True. Keep finding them.
Yeah.
Keep making TV shows.
Keep giving me
I'm
reasons
bored.
to like to end my Saturday evening. No, actually, did you guys know Voodoo does Terror Tuesdays?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to that right after this.
Are you?
Like, yeah,
Oh,
because
really?
they're doing what movie are they doing tonight? They're doing a good one. Oh fuck, I can't remember. Okay, anyways, Elizabeth Smart. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So she got kidnapped out of her bedroom, and her little sister had witnessed it, and they couldn't get much information out of her because she was really young at the time. It's a terrifying and like super scary
Yeah, that's
story.
scary.
Happened in Salt Lake City. So I was living in Sun Valley at the time. I was really young. Like I was young. I sat here, and my mom every year, the last 3 days of school, we'd take off and we'd go drive to Utah and we'd go to the lagoon. Like my most fondest memories with my mom was doing that road trip. And this is essentially like what caused me to start getting seen for anxiety is I like sat there the entire drive thinking
Thinking what?
I sat there thinking, if I was a kidnapper, where would I hide a girl? Like where would I hide her? And we got to the hotel room, and my mom was showering, and I was laying in one of the beds, and it was a 2 queen size, and we were finally in Salt Lake, and I was like, oh my god, I would hide her. I'd check into a hotel under a fake name, hide her, like kill her, hide her under a bed, and then check out and disappear. And
Oh,
that's
shit.
how that's what I do. So then I sat there and I was like, oh my god, Elizabeth Smart's under my fucking bed right now. Like that's how fast it fucking escalated. And so like I like casually
Maybe
leaned
Elizabeth
over
Dumb.
the edge. And I don't even get off the bed, right? Like I just casually like
Yeah.
halfway hanging over, and I pick up the bed skirt and I look underneath, and I see a fucking pair of eyes looking back at me. So I start screaming, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like on top of the bed, jumping to the next bed,
Yeah.
and then jumping to the bathroom. And my mom's coming out in her towel, and she's like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" And I was like, "Somebody's under my bed," and I'm like screaming and I'm crying at the same time. And so we book it out of the room, and hotel security comes in, and they start laughing. They had a mirror paneling underneath the bed skirt.
Why?
I saw, right? That was my question. Like, that was what I needed
Oh
answers
my
to, was why
God.
the fuck would you put that there?
To make
and
the
so
room look
I
bigger.
had looked under the bed and saw my own reflection and thought that I was a dead Elizabeth Smart and fucking booked it out.
That's honestly terrifying, dude.
And,
That
like,
is so scary.
And ever since, like, so it has nothing to do, like, with what happened to Elizabeth Smart. And, like, my heart goes out to her, like, heaven forbid, like, this
Yeah.
is, like, the one, like, the one clip that Elizabeth Smart ever sees of me is, like, me saying I don't trust her. Like,
That means she watched this.
I'm very uncertain. Because
doubt
of
she's
that.
on the internet much.
It has to do She didn't meet him online.
well,
He
I
was a
just
construction worker at her parents' house.
can't imagine you'd want to be on the internet much.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense than mine.
You probably want to.
Yeah,
You know.
So I ever since, like, I always was like, I know that they said that was mirror paneling, but the real Elizabeth Smart is dead because I found her. Because I'm so embarrassed.
I thought for sure you were gonna be like, and I found the body of Elizabeth Smart under my bed that day.
And then I'd be like,
holy fuck.
and then I'd be like, this is the first time I've ever talked about it, you guys.
Oh my god. Woo, we did it. We're going viral.
Hey, so legit, like, we gotta wrap this up.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's like
It's like been an hour and a half. We gotta like.
yeah.
Are we gonna run out of space on the SD card?
Yeah, probably. Natasha, what up? To the
What up?
anything
have,
to
like-
plug in the next like over a month?
Got an album coming out? Like,
An album coming out?
like
No.
you gonna release an album, drop an album?
No, absolutely not.
No EPs.
I don't like the sound of my own voice. I like really hate it.
Cheers
So
to that.
So yeah. So but no, I have a show at the end of the month, last Friday of June, for You're Not As Funny As You Think You Are.
Fuck yeah.
At Mad Swede on Cole downtown, 8:00. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Come on out to Not As Funny As You Think You Are next Friday, last Friday of June.
No, not next
Not
Friday.
next Friday, next month
Yeah.
is what I mean.
Yeah. Last Friday of June. The lovely host of the show will be
Holy shit.
decided. So okay, well that was fun.
It
Was
might
it
be
pretty
someone
good,
you
at least?
know.
Yeah, no, like it might be somebody you know. Yeah, it was. Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Was it pretty good?
Like, cut
Yeah.
a lot less awkward than Jared Munson's podcast.
I don't know. Who's that?